Hello, this is Melanie Phillips Mayers from Eden Mays HR Consulting to keep you out of trouble and delivering your passion. So it is Thursday, which means it's blog day or vlog day. So hi everybody. It's been a while since I've recorded one of these. I've been doing lives on Facebook and uploading those on to YouTube instead. But I have an action-packed day, so I decided I was going to record this time and perhaps do a live tomorrow. So I just wanted to jump in and do our final case study of the month, as this is the last Thursday of September. Could you believe it already? And just have a chat to you around another area of our business. So today I want to talk to you about career planning, but also business planning in a way. So if I had a penny, a pound, for every time someone said to me, don't laugh, but the thing that I'd really like to do is blah, I would probably be a millionaire. Because so many people say to me, oh, I'd love to do this, or it's amazing that you started your own business, I'd love to start my own business, or I don't really enjoy the job that I do, but it brings in good money. Really, ideally, I'd like to do this for a living, but you know, it's not for the likes of me. And so I just wanted to talk to you a bit about that and share a case study of a client of ours, and give you a few tips to help you either create the business of your dreams or go for the role of your dreams. Excuse me, my laptop's right here, so I'll be looking to my left every now and again. So we offer business coaching to both businesses and individuals. So for our businesses, it tends to be working with their graduates or their interns, so preparing them for the world of work, letting them understand what would be expected of them, and getting them prepared to go out there and interview really well and, you know, go through the selection process and those kind of things. The other end that we see people is those people who are going through a redundancy or restructure program. So as they go through that uncertainty, we often come in and deliver some kind of employability workshops, help people to get their CVs together. Often in organisations you find people who've been there 10, 15 years and they've never applied for a job in that gap. So to get them up to speed for what they need to do, so we tend to do a bit of that work. However, when we work with individuals, we work with people across the board. So they can be new students, new graduates, they can be people coming back from a career break or like elongated maternity leave, they can be people looking to change careers, or they can be people who are thinking about retirement, but they want to do something, so trying to work out how they phase out their full-time role and find a part-time role that gives them pleasure and also gives them some time to travel the world or see their grandchildren or both. So I find that type of work really inspiring. I find it very interesting because I like understanding people and the way that they work, and I've worked across a lot of sectors, so often I'm able to give some tips for how to get in with different organisations. So for example, one client of ours, she came to us and was actually in a really good job, earning a really good salary. She had graduated from university, she had taken part in a sort of trainee management program at major retailers, and had then left there and had a bunch of managerial roles, ended up in local government in management roles, and had moved up and basically had reached that ceiling. So she didn't want to go however further you could go with local government. She didn't want to go into central government, and she was trying to work out what to do next. So we sat down and we had you know, a really good conversation. One of the things that our clients do is that they do a meeting questionnaire. And when I looked through the pre-meeting questionnaire and I looked at her qualifications, I looked at the kind of stuff she did volunteering, I was like, oh, this is really interesting. You know, there's a golden thread that flows through everything. And so I kind of said, oh, so what's happening with this? You know, I see that you're doing these things on a volunteer basis. This is what you studied at university. Is there a particular reason why you haven't pursued it? And she said, I'd love to pursue it, but when I finished university, I couldn't get a job. I got loads of internships, but I couldn't get a paid gig. And so because I was I had a part-time job with that retailer, and the opportunity came forward and they suggested that I should go for their management training program. That's what I did, and the rest was history. So I said, okay, fine, I understand that. But then I can look and I can see that you've been doing lots of volunteering, and have you looked at that industry, because you know the skills that you have are highly sought after, especially now that you've got that management, that experience in local government. All of those things will play together. She said, oh, I didn't really think about that, I wasn't really sure. So we spent some more time really honing down, is this what you want to do? This is what, you know, a couple of JDs for the type of roles that could be, that you could do. Is that something that would interest you? And we also looked at, is it something that you could deliver as a consultant? If it's something that you'd be interested in doing freelance, or starting your business, or starting a charity. We talked about all of those type of things, and we got down to the bottom line of what she wanted to do. We scoped a very specific CV, cover letter, and some kind of letters and emails, even WhatsApp messages, really, to go out to specific areas to see what she could find. And we managed to secure her a role doing exactly what she wanted to do, earning her good money, but also meaning that she had the work-life balance that she wanted. So she was able to travel a bit more, she was able to work from home a lot of the time, and feel fulfilled in what she was doing. And you know, I spoke to her not so long ago, and she's about a year into the job now, loving it, loving what she gets out of it. Is now in a situation with the organisation where she's mentoring others, and really just amazed at the fact that every day she gets up to do the thing that makes her eyes shine, and she earns good money doing it. She's able to, you know, it's not a sacrifice. She didn't sacrifice income for her passion. She's managed to balance both of those things together. So I just wanted to use that example to say to you that it is possible for you to do the thing that you dream to do. I mean, obviously, you know, there are lots of people who might dream to be professional footballers, or I don't know, singers or something. It's possible, because I know some, but it's also a hard life, and you have to put the work in. But if you're willing to put the work in, and if your passion is there, you can do it. My coach always says that your life's journey is what brings you to your life's work. And if I take myself as an example, and I look at all of the things I've done that led me to the situation where we started Eden Mays HR, I can see how my love of technology and people, my desire to help build businesses, to build individuals, the fact that I like, you know, for me, the good thing is about growth and development. And so that's why I love working with startups and entrepreneurs and helping businesses to scale and grow, and why I like working with individuals, helping them to develop themselves so that they scale and grow. That's my passion, and the fact that I get up and get to do that every day is awesome. So here are a few tips to help you to, number one, find your passion, and number two, pursue it. So the things that I would say is you need to sit down and you need to really have a good think about what are the things that you really love. So what do you love to do? What do you do in your spare time? Often I find people doing amazing things in their spare time that bear no relation to what they do at work. And you know, there are people I know who say, oh no, I don't want to manage, or I don't want to do this thing. But you know, 2 evenings a week and every Saturday, that's exactly what they're doing, and they have no problem with it. But in their corporate role, that's not something they'd like to do. So think about that. What are the skills that I've got? I've got some amazing transferable skills. I like doing these elements of my day job, and I like doing these things in my spare time. How can I bring those things together? Equally, look at the things that you don't like to do. So what are the things that you don't like, that if you never had to do again, it would never come too soon? Don't say ironing or hoovering or whatever, because I can't help you with your household. But think about work-wise, what are the things that you would happily never do again? Because also you need to think about that. You need to think about, how can I balance that? You might not never be able to do it again, but you may be able to reduce it significantly. And then think about, what do people come and ask me for help with? So one of the things that I found is lots of people came and asked me for help when they're applying for jobs, with questions for interviews, with CV tips, with presentation tips often. But also people came to me when they wanted to start businesses and they wanted to get an understanding of what was needed, both for setup and for the people element of it when they needed to manage people. And I really enjoyed it, and I found it really easy. So again, think about that stuff. What are the things that people come to me and ask me for? What do I just naturally do? And it feels like it's really easy, but actually to you it's easy, but to someone else it isn't. And then the other thing to really think about is what, you know, where do your qualifications, what you studied, where does that fit in to what you want to do? And you know, what's that, you know, that little person on your shoulder that keeps saying, why don't you do this thing, why don't you write that book, why don't you go for this job? You know, where have you looked at jobs and gone, I'd love to apply for it but I'm never going to get it? Why are you not applying for it? Why are you not trying? I think that you need to think about those things, because often the thing that you want to do is right there in front of you, and you're seeing it and you're feeling it and you know it, you really do, but you don't think you're deserving of it, or you don't think you have the right skills. Maybe you might have to do a course, maybe you might have to do a little internship, but if it's something that you really want to do, you really need to go for it. You really need to just try. You'd be amazed what will happen if you put all your passion and all your effort into achieving the goals that you set for yourself. If you need any help, feel free to contact us, edenmayers.com, and we will happily give you some help and pointers, both with setting up your business or with building your brand so that you can get that role that you're looking for, getting you a good plan to help you to get to where you need to. So once again, don't forget, think about, what do you love to do? What would you really happily never do again? What do people ask you for help with? And where do your qualifications and skills lie? I'm fairly certain if you bring all of those things together, you will find the ideal role for you, and the role that will bring you both a great income but also great joy. So you'll stop moaning every time your alarm goes off in the morning. I hope you found that useful. As usual, the link to the blog for this will be in the comments below. Please like, comment, share, let us know what you think. And you know, if you think that this will help anybody that you know, please do share this with your community and with your friends. Thank you very much. See you again real soon. Bye.